Welcome to Tatanka's living room, where anything can happen and often does. So we have an exciting lineup tonight. A little housekeeping. This concert is going to go 2 hours and 19 minutes. So, actually, we're a little late. 2 hours and 21 minutes. So it will end at 9:21. We live but a few moments, give or take 100 spins around the sun. Perfect love is all there is. We breathe together. Two hearts, one drum. Your tree dances in my gentle breeze. Your back warms in my sun. Perfect love is all there is. We breathe together. Two hearts, one drum. This is so far beyond anything I know. This is so. This is where I am. This is where I want to go. This is so. My life turned upside down. Sun below, earth above. Doesn't matter now where I go. Where I am is perfect love. We live but a few moments, give or take 100 spins around the sun. Perfect love is all there is. We breathe together. Two hearts, one drum. Your tree dances in my gentle breeze. Your back warms in my sun. Perfect love is all there is. We breathe together. Two hearts, one drum. Perfect love is where I am. All there is where I want to go. Perfect love is two hearts. All there is, one drum. This is perfect love. This is so all there is. We breathe, two hearts together, one drum. We breathe, two hearts together, one drum. Two hearts, one drum. Two hearts, one drum. Two hearts, one drum. One drum, one drum, one drum, one drum, one drum, one. Thank you. We have a very short announcement from a young woman I just met, Kayla, Atlee Work, who put these little things on your seats. Kayla, you have 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Kayla. I'm the founder of an organization called Montaya, which you received your free invitation on your chair tonight. So what we've done is create the world's first conscious version of TripAdvisor. And it's an online database of information, but rather than hostels and restaurants and bars, we feature and do research on spiritual centers, intentional communities, eco-villages, sustainable volunteer opportunities, and healing retreats all over the world. So we launch in exactly 2 weeks, and we've been working on this for a little under 3 years. It's completely free, as information should be. And we invite you all to sign up with your email on the website and become part of the Montaya family.
Okay, this is why we do this. So, a little different order for really important reasons. The first artist, spoken word artist, unbelievable. I usually try to put him in the end because nobody can put it all together what everything has been said and felt than Isaac Collins. He needs to go first tonight. Please welcome Isaac.
Well, hello everybody. It's so good to be here. Thank you for Tatanka for having me come here. Here's a song for. I've been in Santa Cruz for about 11 years doing hip hop and spoken word. And this is my life. I do this every single day of my life. I have a regular job, which I'm about to go to after this. It's Chicken and Waffle Company. And to be able to perform in Santa Cruz, I tell you, I've had my ups and downs, but it feels good to support my community because I think that is one thing that has kept me going for the last 10 years of just to be able to express myself. So I'm going to do some written work for you, and I'm going to do some freestyle work for you because I feel like that's very, very important. So I'm going to do a written piece. You probably heard it, but I love it. I always like to perform this because it's a beautiful poem and it's 3/16. And I want everyone to take a deep breath with me real quick. Ready? All right, here we go. Now, if some of you heard this poem I wrote this when I was 28 years old, but I always like it because it represents a lot of things that go on in this world. So here we go. Take for granted what's been here for thousands of years. Keep us in fear in our communities, while we fighting one another to survive. Wonder why a system keeps us in the check the living. There is no hope to come from the dope, to learning from our inner selves, to have the inner wealth that will last. I'm blessed with a gift of writing words to the youth that live in places where there are no radios. Drum beats from tribal elders that do all they can to bring wisdom in the rhyme. The spirit of the dead soul that had gone through the worst got cut short, and the demons keep them trapped in the water of the chemicals of subliminal college that we go through just to have a piece of paper on this earth. I know what I'm worth when I leave this place. I go back to the black soil that lives in the day from month to month, thriving with a talent that took years of hard work. Now here's the second verse of that. Lonely nights staying up all right, till I got it right. Dedicating every line I write. Left out in the world of hells and jails and population control that will never stop. You know what I'm saying is true. Just look at the things we do to the streams. Our resource manipulated from the higher educated to keeping everyone updated with technology. Less sociology for humanity. Material vanity will not stop till we look back at our skins and see through the story we tell. For one another, our songs bond us together. We smooth like eagles and feathers. We can't be leeches. We gotta be more teachers and heal us from all this pain we see. Now here's the last verse. While mothers work to raise kids on their own, give all you have to a man that has no love for the common good. You wish to believe, instead of hitting you across the face, maybe by the women he treated him properly, with no dignity, no equality. These men are not real men if they don't show respect for women in the world of balance. You understand the land cannot be bought or sold under the stars. Or do we become corporations try to buy the whole world made out of moon rocks, not knowing who we are, living through humanity, trying to find peace and prosperity to make history realistic? Now I wrote that when I was 28 years old. You like that? All right. So now I'm going to go in, I'm going to take you in. This is a freestyle piece. I like to sing. I grew up in a church. I write a lot of hooks and stuff. So I'm going to share the hook with you, and the lyrics are all just made up. So here we go. This is my life. I came a long ways in the world, so I had to survive. So I tried to be lyrical, I that could rock shows live. This is my life. I came a long ways in the world, so I had to survive. So I tried to be lyrical, I that could rock shows live. There is too many of these people that talk to me. They don't even hear me. I lived in Santa Cruz for over 10 years. I seen my grandmother pass away when I was 27 years old. I couldn't make it home because I was getting a college degree. Got fat and supported my community like Curtis Relaford that said, follow your heart. That man has been the most spiritual man in Santa Cruz. I wouldn't know where I'll be if it wasn't for the community that always supported me. Sometimes I felt like I was pushing and some people said I was crazy. Imagine if you lose your mom at 8 years old and your father was incarcerated for over 30 years, and when he got out, he was still incarcerated, and you couldn't even spend time with the ones you loved, so you go out and perform and talk about things that make sense to yourself. This is my life. I came a long ways in the world, so I had to survive. So I tried to be lyrical, I that could rock shows live. If you walked in my shoes, then you will see me performing out on the streets in Santa Cruz and giving 100% respecting women as queens. Supported my community for over 10 years. Been in so many volunteer organizations, you wouldn't think that I'm still here. Some people told me good luck on your talent and good luck on your talent. You probably won't make it because it's time to move. Well, I travel many different places, still travel, get home at 5 o'clock in the morning, go kick it with an elder that's 85 years old. His name is Lucky Thomas. The man saved my life, took me off the streets when no one else gave me a place to sleep. He was the man that encouraged me. Yes, he was a black man, but in Santa Cruz, it's hard to be honest with that because sometimes I feel like I'm invisible, like I don't exist. And if I did exist, then I hope that you can hear my soul out because I'm a conscious human being, but I go through struggles just like you. And some nights I cry when I feel like I'm not the respect I deserve. And sometimes it's hard for me to perform. So I took a break to ask myself, is it worth it to keep me going? I believe in this. I just want the business to be a little bit more organized. Be treated with the respect to carry on. Be treated with the respect to carry on. This is my life. I came a long ways in the world, so I had to survive. So I thrive to be lyrical, I that can rock shows live. So I thrive to be lyrical, I that can rock shows live. So that's a little bit of something for you. I got one more, and I'm gonna end you off. I got one more, and I want to do this. Once again, this is another freestyle. But I want to make sure you get me. This is my last one. If I can walk in my veterans and elders' shoes, then I will tell my elders that I support you every single day I've been in Santa Cruz. If I can walk in my elders' shoes, I would tell you I love you for encouraging me. When I didn't even think I was going to make it to C33 in Santa Cruz. See, when I came here, I was 22. I met a veteran that is not here on the street, not here. He told me one thing, if you got a talent, be honest with yourself. Don't run away from it when other people will talk behind your back and say things. Maybe they haven't walked in your shoes. Maybe they haven't seen what it is to see those people out there that are sleeping out in the streets for 83 days, 93 days. We call them freedom sleepers. To my elders, I learned how to respect you and honor you because you gave me so much love to keep on pushing. You took me in when I felt like I was going through so much. You never stopped believing in me when I felt like I didn't believe in myself. You're the one that gave me this inspiration to keep on speaking my words. See, to my elders, I've read books of you, Langston Hughes. I've studied poetry like Gil Scott Heron, Nina Simone, and the music keeps going inside of me. To the elders, I'm a youth, but I respect you. Because a lot of youth don't respect their elders enough. And I think as a youth, you must respect your elders a little bit more because they might teach you things that might carry on in your life. To the elders, I tell you I love you because I wouldn't be the person if I wasn't. If it wasn't for the elders like Mr. Tatanka and the people that actually encourage you to get on stage and do something when some will put me in rage and put me in all of these different cages, but only if you walked in my shoes for 10 minutes and seen the things I've seen. Seeing your mother not there to celebrate holidays and you cry and go out in the streets and perform downtown in Pacific, and some people call you crazy, but I'm not crazy. I'm just doing something positive in Santa Cruz for 10 years. If I wasn't here, there'll be someone else like me. If I wasn't here, there'll be someone else like me to carry on this energy. To my elders, I just want to say thank you. Because I will never stop doing what I love. As long as you inspire me, there will always be someone like me. Thank you. And oh yeah, if you'd like to know more about my music and stuff, please go to The Real Lyrical Eye on SoundCloud.com. You can listen to music that I make as well.
Say it again.
The Real Lyrical Eye on SoundCloud.com. Okay? You have a beautiful day night. Thank you.
All right. Real Lyrical Eye on SoundCloud.com. Thank you, Isaac. Martin, a friend of his, said he won't be here. He got stuck on the roads. He has 2 original songs. I promise he'll be here in September. I was also going to ask him to do a little invocation, so I'll do that quickly. Oh, Great Spirit, we little ones here welcome you into our circle. We welcome the spirits of the south, the waters, the plants that give us life, that give us oxygen. That water that is our emotional life, we give away. We move it. We let it move. So if tonight, if there's any emotion, let it. Let a word out. Let a feeling out. We welcome in the powers of the north, the animal world. Just like the plants give us life, the animals are the great receivers. Whether they're geese, dolphins, ants, skunks, you name it. They are impeccable receivers. They teach us about receiving energy, the wisdom that is ours. So tonight, if there's any old belief or concept that needs to be let go to bring in some new wisdom, we welcome it. We call in the powers of the West, the place of Mother Earth, the mineral world, the place of holding and transforming our energy. We thank you, Mother Earth, for this earth that we live on. We thank you for Turtle Island. We call in the powers of the East, the sacred human world, Grandfather, Son. So if we can learn to give with our emotions and receive with our minds and hold and transform with our bodies, then we can determine our lives with spirit. That's why we're here. We each have an individual, personal, sacred dream. And in this community, we align with a community dream, which we intend is aligned with a cosmic dream, planetary dream, multi-universal dream. That's why we do this. Thank you, Great Spirit, for being with us. We welcome you in our presence. Aho. I always try to thank the 3 women who are responsible for us being here tonight. One of them is here, Marilyn Madden. The other 2 are Linda Masterson and Olivia Boysobel. I did a concert in the Resource Center 2.5 years ago just because I had to play the piano. And I invited half a dozen friends. They invited some friends. And when it was all over, they said, you've got to do this. Now, it wasn't so, yeah, I play piano. I play good piano. But the real reason was they say, we need you because we want to get together. And we want to get together in this way, around a potluck and around things that aren't just one issue, you know, the community. And Linda said, yeah, and I got a name for it. It's called Tatanka's Living Room. I said, wow, that's a cool name. Why is that? Well, there's 18 of us here in a hall that holds 200, and it feels intimate, like a living room. And the next morning, at 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a call. And Linda said, so when's the next date? I said, date for what? I'm trying to wake up. Said Tatanka's Living Room. So we did it every month for a year. Last year, we did it every quarter. This year, we're doing it every quarter, and we add ones as are necessary. So thank you to my 3 friends for encouraging us to do this, or else we wouldn't be here. Oh. Okay, our next performer, gorgeous voice, amazing spirit, sings with emotion, Monica McGuire.
So, I don't know how many people know that I'm in Pacific Voices Choir. We just had our concert, which was amazing. There's Halima who sings with me, and others have been here. This is okay, right? Get it higher? Thank you. There, that's better. Just being careful. So Pacific Voices Choir just did several amazing songs, and I'm going to bring 3 of them to you, a cappella single voice, and hopefully you'll all come and hear us with 4 to 8 part harmony from time to, and Claire has sung with us too. But these are just such beautiful songs, and Tatanka was so lovely to say he wanted me to come and do this again. So here we go. Sleep, sleep tonight, and may your dreams be realized. If the thundercloud passes rain, so let it rain, rain down on you. So let it be. Sleep, sleep tonight, and may your dreams be realized. When those thunderclouds pass some rain, so let it rain, rain down on you. It is just life growing through you. That's called MLK. Thank you. And here's one that you might catch on to sing a little bit with. It's called Ubuntu. And there's all these great things called Ubuntu. This is a really beautiful song. I am who I am because of who we all are. The road has been long, we have traveled so far. There is nothing together that we cannot do. Uniting for greatness, we live Ubuntu. Inde si hambakude, India bakuba siya pa Ubuntu. Inde si hambakude, India bakuba siya pa Ubuntu. Akubi indi lapa siya pa singapuji. Akubi indi lapa siya pa singapuji. There is nothing together that we cannot do. Uniting for greatness, we live Ubuntu. That's really fun with lots of people, but it's really fun to sing just to you too. Thank you. Okay, and then this last one is called We Sing. And just like that one, it's so fun. I love it when we get the African lyrics with the English so you kind of can catch on and see it. And if you want, I'll send you to, I'm monica.healingcoach@gmail.com. I'll write that down. If anyone wants those lyrics, I can send them to you because it's really fun to know our African-American equivalent words, right? And here's another one with Latin. It's called We Sing. And, well, you'll just catch on the same idea. Okay, so. Except that the start is evading me, so I have to give it a second. Sing enough songs and it's hard to come up. That's really funny. Okay, I'm gonna start in the middle.
Yeah. All right.
We sing of who we are, of who we want to be. We sing our dreams alive. Together we survive. Hello. Actually, that gave me the beginning of the song, that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. We sing of who we are, of who we want to be. We sing our dreams alive. Together we will thrive. We sing without... God, it's gone. I'm so sorry. We sing when we are strong, of what we want to be. Together we have come this far. We sing of who we are. Exultate, jubilate, ovos anime, beate, dulcia cantica, canendo, cantui vestro, respondendo, salante terra et terra cum me. Exultate, jubilate, ovos anime, beate, dulcia cantica, canendo, cantui vestro, respondendo, salante terra et terra cum me. We are a circle, unending, returning, unbending. We are a mystery concealing, unfolding, revealing. Exultate, jubilate, ovos anime, beate, dulcia cantica, canendo, cantui vestro, respondendo, salante terra et terra cum me. We love our circle. We are this circle. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Hey, I think if the artists give me that data, I'll just send a letter out with all the emails so you don't have to remember. Okay, our next artist. Yes. Our next artist, Russell Boucher. I've heard a couple times. Last time, I believe it was at a birthday party of someone who's here, and I thought we just have to. You just have to hear him if you haven't. How many people have heard Russell sing before? About half. Okay, the other half is in for a treat, and we're all in for a treat. So, Russell, welcome.
Those were my lyrics. They're not my lyrics. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. You hear the voice, you hear the guitar, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I was just a little wood chip. They cut me from a tall pine tree. Drugged me through the clear-cut forest and drove me to the factory. They didn't even plant a seedling, even though they promised to. But I was just a little wood chip. What was I supposed to do? I became a piece of paper waiting at the factory. They burned a lot of gas to make me instead of solar energy. I got printed as junk mail, though I never asked them to. But I was just a piece of paper. What was I supposed to do? Someone put me in recycle, so back to the factory. I got reprinted as a ballot. Somebody wrote their vote on me. They voted to restore the forest, voted solar power through. And I was just a little wood chip. You can make a difference too. From the ends of the earth, don't know what it means and I don't know what it's worth. It's all a little heavy if the message is true, so I figured I could share it with you. SOS from Mr. Redford, sounding borderline frantic. Sailboat stuck on a plastic island somewhere in the Atlantic. I said, my friend Robert, I'd love to help, but I'm not why you're stranded. He said, my friend Russell, the stuff you buy is the stuff in which I've landed. He said, stop buying plastic packaging. Now I know that's a huge endeavor, but a carton of yogurt is gone in a flash, while the plastic lives forever. Here's a rule of thumb at the very least. Talk about a no-brainer. Here's a rule of thumb. Try to buy stuff where the contents outweigh the container. I heard a little message from the ends of the earth. Don't know what it means and I don't know what it's worth. It's all a little heavy if the message is true, so I figured I could share it with you. Mr. Hemingway once wrote a book, The Snows of Kilimanjaro. He called me on the phone today, his voice overcome with sorrow. He was grieving at the base of the mountain that he based his story on. He said, my friend Russell, the mountain's fine, but the snow's like totally gone. I said, my friend Ernest, I can't help, even though it's most disturbing. He said, my friend Russell, oh yes you can, 'cause it's really all about carbon. Scientists learn that the more we burn, it creates the effect we're talking. So before you drive to your gym next time, there's a great exercise called walking. I was reading up on the Amazon forest, how it cleans the air like magic, actually converts carbon back into oxygen. But the scene down there is tragic. They're like burning down the big trees big time, putting in palm plantation. Seems everybody's into buying palm oil, so it's like total deforestation. They're claiming I'm part of the problem. I really don't see why. But the magazine article makes the point that it's in everything I buy. Pizza, soap, noodles, ice cream, cereal, shampoo, bread, but none of that stuff needs palm oil. Just buy another brand instead. I heard a little message from the ends of the earth. Don't know what it means and I don't know what it's worth. It's all a little heavy if the message is true, so I figured I could share it with you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ken, I got a favor. There's a glass of water right there on that step. It's over to your left. I meant to bring it up here with me because I get kind of dry on these 5,000 word songs. So moving right along. By the way, I'm Russell Bruchet, and it's great to be here. It's a great thing you're doing. Great to have an opportunity to share these things. Okay, this one is... if you could imagine that movie Field of Dreams, if you got that DVD and you just played it, you could play it backwards. This is kind of that story in reverse, I guess. Sam's name to baseball was like Chrysler's name to cars. Folks knew he was the trainer behind all the famous stars. So rumors flew like robins about his $1 billion loan. He would build the greatest stadium the world has ever known. Well, Sam found some land for the stadium. It was listed on the internet. So he drove out west in a three-piece suit, wingtip shoes, and a baseball cap. But near the site, his air-conditioned car broke down on a back road by some hippies on an organic farm. Well, they took him in and fed him a delicious garden-grown dinner. Sam decided then and there he wanted no more of the sportswear. He'd seen it all. Drugs, rigged games, and young men's ruined lives. So no build, no stadium, no way. No, Sam decided then and there he would transform that land into an organic cornfield. Well, Sam, I know you're scared of your 50 million fans. They won't understand that you had to change your plans. But you gotta keep the faith, even though it might sound dumb. You gotta just believe if you don't build it, they won't come. Kind of like Santa Cruz, I guess. So now on the site a month later, there's no backhoes, no graders, no excavators. Sam's barefoot, wearing blue overalls, a red paisley kerchief, and a big straw hat. They're working the land, mostly by hand, with wheelbarrow loads full of manure and mulch, digging trenches and rows with trowels and hoes, and the seeds are soon in the ground. And now, fragile green shoots are just peeking out of the rich black earth. Baseball season's a heartbeat away, and those billion-dollar rumors are catching up with Sam. He's peering through his stadium glasses at a bumper-to-bumper highway of what he's afraid are gonna be beer-belching, corn-tromping baseball fanatics. Well, Sam, I know you're scared of your 50 million fans, but they stop and stare in wonder when they see you change your plans. 'Cause once they see the corn waving green across the land, once once they smell the soil that's been turned by a human hand. 50 million baseball junkies converted on the spot. 50 million wannabe workers wanna be working their own plot. 50 million future farmers headed back to where they're from. Well, sand it only proves if you don't build it, they won't come. Yeah, sand it only proves if you don't build it, they won't come. Thank you. Thank you. Well, moving right along. So, you know, both songs are about baseball players and whatnot. And this song is more about me, I guess, as a songwriter and the compromises and sellouts and the temptations and what I end up doing with my life. I'll just start singing. I've been working on will purify the planet if I wrote it. Total transformation. When people hear it, they will quote it. My head was blown away. Told me she would help me sugarcoat it. Once it gets recorded, we can give it to my agent to promote. I'll dedicate the song to the planet, 'cause I know it's gonna heal it. Message will be clear if only I can sing it like I feel it. Rumors are beginning, soon we won't be able to conceal it. Gotta get a copyright before the hackers find a way to steal. Well, my agent said that once we get enough likes and tweets and hits, it'll spread like wildfire. And just as soon as I get him a buttload of CDs, he's going to send them to each and every radio station. The record company said that if I only make 1,000 copies, it'll cost an arm and a leg. If I make 5,000, it's like way cheaper per unit. By that line of thinking, if I make 20,000, it's almost free negotiation. But a friend of mine said, save your money. Cream rises. If that song's so hot, just sing it around. You might get a backer, some big name to record it. That way you'd know the song made it on the basis of its own creation. And another friend said, hello, save the planet. The Pacific Ocean is filling up with plastic from precious projects just like yours. Whether that CD ends up stashed under your bed or spread all over the planet, either way, it's a lose-lose situation. Producers said it's probably going platinum, there ain't no doubt about it. Promoters said the people gonna scramble to their rooftops and shout it. They tell me it will spiral when the video goes viral, but I doubt it. Because the song was never written, I could see the world was better off without. Thank you. Thank you. So along those lines, I was going to do a CD and I was going to take about 2 months, and that was about 2.5 years ago. It finally got done. So you do all this work and then you don't print a CD because plastic's bad, right? So I did a kind of a compromise. I made the minimum number of CDs you can make and still run the press. and I made a bunch of what they call download cards. So if you would like the CD, and you know, hey, buy the CD if you want to play it on your car, because cars need CDs. But if you're just going to play it on your computer, if you get one of those cards, the cards are $5 as opposed to 15. So that's one way that I'm trying to talk my songwriter friends into cutting down on plastic.
And you got them right out here.
They're right out there. Yeah. So thank you for reminding me. So they're on the way out. What do we got? Another song here, maybe. What am I going to do? I could take a chance and do a song I haven't really done, you know, for an audience. Everybody for a risk? Okay. So we'll see if I can stay on course. There's an old faded photograph of the field at Kitty Hawk that day. Looks like someone with a sign outside saying, Orville, there's a wiser way. Wilbur might have had to call the cops, make the fellow take his sign away. In an old faded photograph of the field at Kitty Hawk that day. And at the moment that the light went on in the Edison lab that day, could there be someone with a sign outside saying, Thomas, there's a wiser way? Thomas might have watched him through the blinds, told his wife to make him go away. In an old faded photograph of the Edison lab that day. Long ago, the forecast was bright. Now it seems we may be in for a choppy flight across the North Dakota plains today. See the black snake wind its way. Cops are there to make them go away. All the tribes fighting oil today. Oil so airplanes can fly today. Oil so truck wheels can turn today. The path of progress plans to stay on the North Dakota plains today. Long ago, there were blue skies ahead. Now it seems there may be turbulent weather ahead. Did they really improve the world, these creators from yesterday? Their inventions are here to stay, but now with a price to pay. Was there ever a moment in time someone knew how the cards would play? Someone holding a sign up high, saying maybe there's a wiser way. Someone holding a sign up high on the field at Kitty Hawk that day. Announcement for pre-flight passengers at gate 16. Flight 203 has been canceled. Pilot is claiming he's had a change of heart. Says he's no longer going to burn jet fuel. Security's on its way to the scene. But they can't find gate 16 because the lights have been turned off. Airport electrician is in custody. Says he's no longer going to burn electricity. Passengers are advised to remain centered. Practice mindful breathing. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Russell. Another hand for Russell Boucher. Next up, John David on the piano, on the voice, and I don't know what else, but amazing. How many people have heard John David play? So not many. Oh, we're all in for a treat again, and Max will accompany him on the cajon. Okay, take it away, John. JD.
Testing, 1, 2. So I guess I can't look at you. Well, I could, but then I'd probably make some mistakes. That's cool, as long as that hangs on there. Thank you, sir. So we'd like to open up with a lyric rewrite on "No Particular Place to Go" by the great Chuck Berry, who passed away a couple months ago at 90. And so I changed it to be a parody on the New Age spiritual scene called "No Enlightenment Yet to Show." So here we go. Sitting and trying to meditate. At first I couldn't concentrate. Then I felt some bliss at the turn of the hour. My sense of oneness started to flower. Well, breathing and watching my thoughts, you know. But no enlightenment yet to show. I chanted a mantra night and day and started to wake, but that went away. Walked a labyrinth under the moon, certain my soul would illuminate soon, trying to capture the cosmic flow, but no enlightenment yet to show. With no enlightenment yet to show. I traveled to India feeling so low. I found me a guru to save some time. He said his teachings were so sublime. Can you imagine the way I felt when he couldn't make my ego melt? We're sitting again to meditate, still trying to fully actuate. And all of this time I held a grudge for my consciousness that wouldn't budge. I did everything I could think of to glow, but no enlightenment yet to show. Thank you. Oh, thank you. How you like rocking? You like rock and roll? You like rock and roll. All right, well. So I have a thing about rewriting lyrics. So I did it to a Prince tune also. This song originally called When Doves Cry, and I changed it to When Doves Fly. And let's see what happens here. All right, I'll just avoid the high notes. Why not? We'll do a little fun little intro. If you will, a picture of all the world living in bliss, a universal love fulfilling us. Can you now, people, can you picture this? Dream if you can, each nation on a planet of people in peace, spreading heart to heart understanding, bringing on people, help the light increase. Well, we just can't leave people standing alone in a world that's so cold. Got to keep compassion expanding. Love is a power that never grows old. We all are part of one family, one with the earth and the sky. Let's reunite, sister, brother. This is what it feels like when doves fly. Whew. Touch, if you will, the heaven that's living inside. We got the consciousness to be free. After forgiveness, freedom is so wide. Oh, oh, we can't just leave people standing alone in a world that's so cold. Got to keep compassion expanding. Love is a power, never grows old. We all are part of one family, one with the earth and the sky. Let's reunite, sister, brother. This is what it feels like when doves fly. When doves fly, when doves fly, when doves fly, when doves fly. Thank you. Woo. Y'all bring it out. Wow. What an audience. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but you know, it's two-way. All right, so, gosh, I was going to do but it's too difficult, so I'm going to do the sing instead. I'm just, yeah. Oh, that was it. So I thought I'd do a Richie Havens song. Yeah. And then I have one more, if that's okay. You know, Richie, when, you know, the story of Woodstock, like 3 bands were late, so they told Richie, okay, you do something. They pushed him on stage. And he wasn't ready, so he made this song up on the spot. Yeah. He used the words from Motherless Child, but the music he made up. So I changed the words again, of course. Which I love to do. Alright, so let's see. Freedom, 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 freedom. Love makes me feel like my heart is on fire. Love makes me feel like my heart is on fire. Love makes me feel like my heart is on fire. And everywhere is my home. Freedom, freedom, my freedom, na 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 na. Freedom, love makes me feel that my heart is my home. My love makes me feel that my heart is my home. Love makes me feel like my heart is my home. It feels eternity. Feels it, feels it, eternity. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, na 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 na, freedom, hey hey, freedom, na freedom, yeah, freedom, my freedom, freedom. Woo! Thank you, thank you. I'm glad it's only 15 minutes. I don't think I could survive.
Richie says play on.
I mean, I like to put out, but this is something. You're very appreciative, and I appreciate that. So one more. This is by Al Green. And again, I changed the words. Now, and if you've ever read the original of this, you'd know why. Take me to the river, right? What do those words mean? I have no idea. But then Talking Heads did it and made it a little more about a spiritual thing, and then I just took it further. So, I don't know, maybe they mean something. I know why I feel like I do, 'cause of all the changes that I've been through. Slipping and sliding all over the place until I found my saving grace. Now I know, let me tell you what's working for me. Take me to the river, drop me in the water, that ever-flowing river, my soul's safe in water, washing me. Now you know why I feel so good, why it's so good in my neighborhood. Got peace of mind with usually keep cool and kind, that's my recipe. Now I know, let me tell you what's working for me. Oh, take me to the river, drop me in the water, that ever-flowing river, my soul's sacred water, washing me, feel it, reveal it, feel it, reveal it, to you. Do you know why? And finally undo those crazy changes that you've been through. Have you been drifting and ready to drown? Love is the healer, won't let you down. Now I know. Oh, won't you let me tell you what's working for me? Take me to the river, drop me in the water, yeah. Ever-flowing river, so sacred water, hey, hey, washing me. Oh, feel it, reveal it, feel it, reveal it. Till you, take it to the river, drop you in the water, I'll ever-flowing river, the soul sacred water is washing us down. Yeah, washing us down. Thank you.
Thank you, John David. Thank you, Max. Woo! You got an announcement. Go ahead.
John David plays every Sunday morning at Center for Spiritual Living. If you get there on time, is it what time?
10:30.
10:30. Then he starts with always with a wonderful personal song.
Can I sing one? Sure.
On
Two things.
Spiritual Living.
So I forgot. Oh.
Uh-oh, sorry. Hang on.
I can talk loud. I spent, ever since the crash in 08, I've been studying the economy and how it affects everything. And I've written a paper summarizing the whole thing in 10 pages. And it's like, what's wrong and what can we do to change it? So I have a few copies. If I run out, I get my email and you can have them. And I'm also going to do a solo piano concert and I have flyers for that. Classical, the stuff I said, I don't think I can do tonight.
And what about the dance?
Well, that's coming afterwards, yeah. I can tell them everything.
All right.
Give your information to Tatanka and send it to him.
So pass them around. Anyone who wants lunch, take one. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Thank you, JD. Woo! That was a good beginning of the night. This is why we do this. Right. The next artist I would like to introduce is a poet. How many of you have heard Carol Lowenstein do any poetry before? Oh, less than half. Good, you are in for a treat. Carol Lowenstein.
What an inspiration this night has been. Woof, woof. Oh my goodness. This happened 45 years ago. And we all have a personal piece to play in our personal, or how we connect. And I was selling real estate back then. And this, anyway. Grandmother, your eyes would not meet mine, grandmother, though I came with love and caring. Your eyes could not meet mine, though my heart was open, and I was there to heal the many lifetimes coming forward to right now. This life, our roles and costumery, in this life was real estate. The costumery was our body forms. Your child, my friend, had invited me to help you sell your home, help you move, take your next step, and much more. Ah, soul, it was for me to offer a bridge for you to cross, a place where you could venture forward safely, where you could be heard, seen, respected, cared for, honored, your needs expressed safely, your needs met, working with one who had only your best in heart and mind, that we could walk together. My role, your safe embrace, for you to step in and allow it. But dear vulnerable one, after all you have been through, can you trust me, a white woman? When your heart wonders, what might she do? How badly might you be taken advantage of again? Where can you flee? Who will help you when your anxious, pounding heart needs to run and hide and be protected? How can you look up when the ancient genetic imprints of fears imprinted to your core, aching for safety in this land of brutality and slavery, safer to be invisible, protecting your very life? No, you cannot even consider looking into my eyes. So deep, the imprints of pain, of life taken for no reason. Ah, let me just listen. Hold the quiet space for healing. Honor your beingness and take a step, even a tiny one, together, if it's right for you. And stop and breathe and feel that space together. Or if not, just be here, holding a safe space for love. We have a role to play in every moment. Yeah. Since a bunch of you haven't heard my reading, I have to read my favorite. Some of you have heard this before, maybe a few times. Sweet inner life. Between two worlds I hover, cocooning in velvety warm sleepiness, memory mumbling into morning, wafting in the gentle quiet. Sweet inner life, life becoming dream, dream shape-shifting into memory. I linger around the edges of my dream, softly, in baby kitten fuzziness, hardly opening my eyes, stretching tender eye beams back to fading scenes, nestling in that cozy place a little more, warmly, just a teeny more. Sweet inner life. Day suggests itself, slipping in between the crevices of my cozy dream space. The true one's flickering form to light, to form, back and forth between two worlds, inner friend, steadfast and true. My heart smiles forward softly, expanding into sun and bird song, slowly, fully, breathing in the morning. Thank you. Oh, I have these things. They look like little maps, you know, or I have, it's not completely like it's, here's this, and then there's this idea. And anyway, you heard it once. Community. Community. Ah. Oh, retrograding planets. They're now going forward, you know. Ah, showing me what's up. Interdimensional space, the time grid is calling us. Calling us. Return. Slow down. Reflect. Choose wisely. Showing me what's up. Time for revision. Revisioning our inner being reflected all around us. Oh, metaphor. Yes. Little boy in grown-up body calling out, me, me, me. Little boy needing to be seen, needing to be loved, needing to be the best. How can he prove it when he's feeling inside so small, so insignificant? Doing all he can to prove his worth on the outer, trying to fill that empty cup with high-rise buildings on the game board in the corner, golden toilet, power position on the game board. You're out, I win! Trying to fill his empty cup. Ooh, where in us is that? Are we ready to love ourselves deeply? Metaphor, metaphor, calling in the higher dimension of our full beingness. No one can hide in the energetic grid of revealing now. All is here. Now's the time to do love, to be love. One more? You think? Okay. We chose these bodies, incarnating at this very time, this sacred time, this crazy potent time of transformation. We chose these eyes to fully see the multi-dimensions between the lines, to see the lines and to take it all in. We chose this time to activate our gifts of being. We are little immune cells for the body of humanity, the healing cells of love and presence, yes, for the body of the one. Oh, I forgot my shaker. Come, unity. Come, be community. I am you, and you are me, and we are all together. Have you felt the energies accelerate? Woof, woof. What's up? We are the immune cells for the body of humanity, receiving signals, the calls of our otherness, processing the body of humanity, humanity on the move, humanity in the streets, humanity in the homes, calling for authenticity, calling to be seen, to be heard, to be known, calling, reaching for love, for heart, for remembering. Come, unity. Come, be community.
Thank you, Carol. All right, we have two more artists, one announcement, and then after our two more artists, I'm going to play the piano just a bit. Before that, are either Danny or Sarah here? Haven't seen them yet. Okay. They're very, very busy. Sarah just texted me before and said Danny will be here, so we will wait. Is Drew Glover in the house yet? Okay. He said he'd probably be here close to 9. All right. So next, oh my gosh. How many people have heard Christopher Hills V perform? Oh my gosh. 3/4 of you are in for a treat. We're all in for a treat. Gosh, what can I say? Lyrical, prophetic, powerful. Christopher, welcome. Where is he? There he is. Want those lights on or off? Off, okay.
All right, good evening. Good evening. So I can't take full credit for writing this because everyone who has ever given me love or support has brought me to where I am today and has contributed to me being able to write this. I wrote this specifically for this event because Tatanka asked me to write another piece and to perform a piece. And this is what came out. So hope you guys enjoy. My dear brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers of our forgotten children, sons and daughters of Earth's loving kingdom, seek your answers in the heart's philosophy. For our mystics and our prophets have become the targets of the power-hungry aristocracy, prosecuted for being a threat to the lawful hand of unjustified democracy by the bullies of bribed bullet-wielding bureaucracy. Iconic lives immortalized by their own prophecies. Now, who is accountable for such an atrocity? My dear friends, is it not our very own responsibility? Or have we lost our courage to the passiveness of our slumbering insanity to continue to allow authoritative brutality? What will it take to reawaken humanity to the certainty that unified together we can recreate any reality? We can grow a paradise fantasy from our own inspired ingenuity when we see ourselves more powerful than the parody and travesty of corrupt dictators and the absurdity of ruling royal families. When a mountain is built upon deceit, there will be no dispute that it will one day crumble under the influence of the youth. They are few and we are the majority. Question why the governments fear those who speak the truth. Question all authority. Question why have we allowed this to happen? It is in the disagreement between the races, the warring religions and hateful projections of an internal assassination, the disempowerment of our companionship and our compassion, the judgments upon ourselves and others of what we've been trained to perceive as morality, trying so desperately to obey the rules and achieve central authority's approval so as to feel as if we belong. In a world of unconditional love, there is no good, bad, right, and wrong. These are the chains wrapped around our legs, keeping us from becoming whom we really are. Creators of the coming dawn, peaceful and loving affirmations of our birth, with the innate ability to sculpt a heaven upon this very earth. My friends, we are in a dire situation. The beginning of our 12th extinction. A time for eager co-creation, a need for resourceful contemplation of simplistic and artistic innovation. Most importantly, we are in need of a collective healing, a re-examination of our current society's fundamental meaning. People of remembered aspirations, champions of passion, consider this your activation. Leave this world of fear and journey home. Shake your submissive hearts alive. With an alliance of collaboration, we can all thrive. Rise and awaken our sleeping civilization. Trust not the ones who make you pay taxes to live upon land, pure betrayal of man's inherited right, to sow seeds of self-sufficiency generated by our own two hands. If we want our sovereignty, we must reunite. Red, yellow, black, and white. Why does such a passiveness exist? Read Plato's allegory of the cave. Listen carefully, and I will tell you this. For the past half a century, we have settled to be fed from laboratories with clear intent to submit people to behave like slaves. By weakening their immune system and shutting down their brains. Keeping its secrets cloaked of the energy of grief and death evoked. Genetically engineering our fate through the modification of our DNA. My love for you compels me to speak of the uncomfortable truth that can sometimes be hard to hear. Most want to blame others for the denial of giving their power away to the puppeteers. We are in control of what is being offered here. Be cautious where you spend your economic energy, for you may be directly contributing to the continued permission of greedy corporations disguised as politicians. Disallowing your own self-love is making unwise decisions. Parents, I watch you feed your babies toxins and jab them with malicious injections. And you wonder why they have problems with their health and battles with depression, while corralled into cages of disease and deceptions, although the door to freedom is left wide open. The fear of authority and submissive conformity keeps us from mobilizing any liberating movement or progression. It's as if our spirit has been broken, void of all emotion. Our voices must not remain unspoken. We were raised by these lies, willingly marched into hell with concealed eyes. Yet there are so many that by choice choose not to take responsibility, to not open their minds to see with wholesome clarity that we have duped ourselves into a life of mediocrity, lost sight of the spirit of life's grand offering of love. To stand together is to rise above. Our peace officers have become militarized fear enforcers. We do not need laws, rules, and regulations. We need to withdraw from this dishonest system. For what is knowledge without the use of our wisdom? They won't allow us to travel freely without identification, yet we were born free, naked, and bare with purely the power of our imagination. Why is there a need for interrogation? Whatever happened to heart-to-heart communication? We do not belong to a government organization run by greedy corporations, self-gratification, responsible for the deforestation and dumping their lethal oil and radiations into the lakes and oceans is mutilation of our precious planet's disintegration. We do not need your worker bee education. I've awoken my determination on a path of transformation to create a world that values love and appreciation instead of the error of eradication through the use of human experimentation. The world we live in today is not working. There are people who are hungry without food. It's not working. There are people who are without clean water. It's not working. There are people without a place to sleep, without a place to call home. It's not working. Our people are both physically unhealthy and mentally and emotionally wounded. Our people are disoriented in their own confusion. It's time we change this world by changing ourselves. And to stop ignoring our own destruction. From a single seed, we can grow endless supplies of nutrition. A single seed duplicates itself with affection. If the chameleon can change the color of its skin, can we not change our social misconception to a soul-to-soul synchronized connection, a new age of loving demonstrations? A return to rural land is the result of being realistic, when most are so busy with hardly any time left to live or to give any love and attention to their kids. Let us create a world that is universally holistic, to uplift salvation out of the depths of such sorrow. What is life worth if starved of its quality and joy? Here is a message for those who choose to rule dominance over man. Your time has come. The influence of love is more powerful than the sun. When humanity begins to feel and remember what they have numbed, a peaceful anarchy will have begun. Our future world will have no leaders sitting high upon their thrones. For equality will be all that is ever known. Individuality will roam free and without judgment or condemning force. The evolving human consciousness will return to its source. Mend and befriend all of your relations, people of all colors, all beliefs and religions. Unite together and you will be freed from your unending prison. It's time to take responsibility for our own lives. To stop believing lies that there ever existed saviors, perpetrators, and victims. No one other than ourselves created our division. No one other than ourselves can lead us to our redemption. Unite and take flight beyond this mundane illusion. Free your minds of all intrusion and to their constraining laws that aim to squeeze our freedom. We must not obey such a treason unless you want to be confined to a false and painful resistance. We must be consistent with our persistence. Welcome to the rising voice of coexistence. The vision of the future lay golden and pure. Sit quietly within your heart, and you'll find it here. I need not trample you with doom, for I have faith that you all can heal. For in truth we are all connected by unseen strings of light. We are all one under the sun of day and the moon of night. Can't we just get one thing straight? Who taught you how to hate, and who taught you how to separate? You will never find a monster that dwells beneath your bed. The only monster is your own nightmarish thoughts repeated in your head. Fear this, fear that, and we will protect and save you. What they really mean to say is, if you allow us, we will enslave you. When one wants freedom, let them have it. You have nothing to fear as each individual lives an eternal life. Your soul can never be cut with a knife. You can never be truly eliminated or destroyed, for you are uniquely the one of all that exists. Is it not time we strive for kindness over conspiracy? Survival of the fittest is a brainwashing of the mind's proficiency. Question why so many are led to believe hateful crimes to being just theories. As our history has been continuously rewritten, our children are raised like gladiators thrown into a pit of competition. The definition of madness is expecting different results from repetition. How long must we echo our ancestors' painful traditions? Are we not brave enough to take a stand and request of ourselves a new position? There is a dynamic leader in all of us. Greatness lives in each and every one. Leaders of our own lives, this life is yours to live. Do not let others pave your path with their profanity. Only you are the captain of your own destiny, your individual identity. Do not march like lifeless drones to another's beating drum. Remember that we are the ones who created our own disunion. The world is a mirrored reflection of what lays hidden and active within. Our own pain and hatred of ourselves has emerged to rule our realm. From such self-inflicted cruelty, our own thoughts of self-revolting scrutiny have thus become our world. The separation from loving all things, both light and dark, conceals us from the kingdom of our hearts, which is the kingdom of heaven. Speak, and ye shall be free, poets and artists alike. Revolutionize your eyes through creative insight. And to the ones who choose defiance over man, your time is done. For we are choosing right here, right now, to change ourselves, to purify our wounds of separation. And from this awakening, we will discover peace as something that swells up from within. You can't bend our arms without our permission, and this land is not yours to own. It is our birthright to call it home. And we will prevail with love until fear is overcome. You cannot imprison us because we are not our bodies. And one day you will see the light that you are.
Thank you, Christopher. Once more, Christopher Hills. Drew or Danny or Sarah here yet? Okay. All right. Michael Chorvat. Pleasant surprise. Wow. How many people have heard Michael? Even less. Another treat. Welcome, Michael.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael, and it's really great to be here in the living room tonight. I'm Christopher's friend, and I was really moved by that, and a lot of what I've been going through recently is like totally feeling into that, and sometimes, we feel like the higher vibration we are, the more light we're receiving into our bodies. It's like the more we see all the darkness, and we can sometimes feel that darkness. So this is the song that I'm going to play is a song about just like it's okay to feel that. You know, we have to kind of get through and to stay at that higher vibration. So it's a song called Triggers, because we all have our triggers.
I walked through the valley with a heavy heart. I was open and true, now I'm torn apart. Hoping my life hasn't been a waste as I chase you. Am I drunk on love or just alcohol? Is my spirit broken or breaking my fall? I thought my heart being open meant I couldn't hurt as I hurt for you. We all have our triggers, but we don't carry guns. We all wanna live forever and die when we're young. Lord knows I'm alone, but I abandoned myself. No, I don't feel well. Awake in the forest with an empty soul. Years of searching, I'm still alone. I'm learning my lessons each and every day as I wait for you. Was I born to be beautiful or just a fool? Is heaven a real place or inside of you? I thought all my waiting would be repaid as I wait for you. We all have our triggers, but we don't carry guns. We all wanna live forever and die when we're young. Lord knows I'm alone, but I abandoned myself. No, I don't feel well. So give me some hope. Give me some, please. Make me feel whole. Allow me to release the things that are holding me back from feeling complete. I live with a dragon and she breathes fire, slowly burning my every desire. She kills my ego one piece at a time until I shine. We all have our triggers, but we don't carry guns. We all wanna live forever and die when we're young. Lord knows I'm alone, but I abandoned myself. No, I don't feel well. So give me some hope. Give me some peace. Make me feel whole. Allow me to release the things that are holding me back from feeling complete.
Thank you. So I do have an album that I put out a few years ago. It's all based on the chakras of the body, and each song aligns with the chakra. So I've been told it balances your chakras when you listen to it, and people feel energized and just relaxed mind and just whole. So if you're interested in that, I have some back there. It's called The Light, and Tatanka doesn't know this, but I don't sell CDs without giving back to something. So half of what I make tonight on CDs will go to wherever Tatanka feels best it to go. Somewhere in the community, I hope. So, yeah. And I will be playing July 9th, actually, at the Center for Spiritual Living. So I'll be sharing some music there. So keep July 9th in mind and come see me and John, right? Cool. Well, thank you all for being here. I just have one more song for you. And this is the only song, I know there's poets here tonight, this is the only song I've ever written that started as a poem.
I've walked for what seemed like 1,000 years into the depths of the wilderness, the darkest parts of the unknown, through concrete jungles of my inner sleep, to the deepest secrets inside of me. Slowly I found my way. I've been looking for so long for a place to call my own, not knowing the whole time that the search begins inside. Knowing is half the journey and faith provides the rest, and I'm blessed to know that when I'm happy, I'm home. There's no rushing lifelong dreams, you see, no race to the end to begin again. It takes time to find the path inside, and think with your heart to liberate your mind. Slowly I find my way. I've been looking for so long for a place to call my own, not knowing the whole time that the search begins inside. Knowing is half the journey and faith provides the rest, and I'm blessed to know that when I'm happy, I'm home. When I'm happy, I'm home. Koala stays in the same tree its whole life. I give in to the game and let my soul fly, to be a constant creator and seeker of divine. I give in to the eternal sands of time. I surrender and let go to the endless road. I surrender and let go to the endless road. I surrender and let go to the endless road. I surrender to know that when I'm happy, I'm home. 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 When I'm happy, I'm home.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm doing one more announcement. I'm doing something for the next year where I'm releasing one song a week. I'm releasing one song a week for the next year. So if you want to receive songs, I'm on week 18 now. So if you want to receive, how many songs is that? I don't know, a lot. But just sign up on my mailing list. And thank you, everybody. I'm grateful for being here.
Wow. Thank you, Michael. Anybody have time? 9 o'clock? Hey, we are a little bit ahead of time. None of the speakers here yet. I'm going to take the piano. And if they don't show up, I will give just about a 3-minute report about what I know from Sarah and Danny. And then we'll do an aha Tanejo and be on our way. You may know if there's Chris here or Romero. Oh, thank you. Chris Sheriff, sound, light, everything. Without Chris, we are not here. Video, the whole thing. And Chris is going to be doing his magic on steel drums in September, right? Okay, great. So what we do know that I will share with you about Standing Rock is, there's a lot of revelation now that Chase Iron Eyes, who Danny is defending, he's the one that's really been singled out as the leader. He's facing felony charges of trespassing on his own land and felony charges of rioting when the most prayerful, nonviolent demonstration since the civil rights days, right? And now there is evidence that has come out that he has been targeted by DAPL and targeted by other agents, which I think will help the trial, but he's in a very dangerous position. And he is taken very seriously because he's a nonviolent warrior. And Danny's defense, and I hadn't heard him say this before, but he said it recently, which I thought was really interesting. I shared it with a few people, and you may have heard him talk about this. So the trial's slated to start in September. He's going to go for a change of venue. He's going to go for it to be televised. He wants to bring this story, this case to the nation. He's going to put Mr. Trump and Mr. Perry, who are investors in DAPL, on trial along with Exxon. This is very important for the entire global climate change environmental movement. Very, very important. It could be one of those historic cases in our nation's history. So the fundraising goes on for this. But Danny was talking recently about what it's like, because he's going to create a moral, ethical case to the nation that's under the legal case that is the basis of this. And he talked about how did we win at Ellsberg with the right of media to keep their sources confidential. How did he win the case with Karen Silkwood, which stopped all nuclear power in the United States to the present day? How did they do what they did in Iran-Contra? He was at Attica. All these cases, how is he able to prevail? And he talked about the morality of it, that when he knows that the case he's representing, in this case Chase Iron Eyes and the water protectors at Standing Rock, that their case is just, is morally and ethically right, and then goes on with the trial. He talked about what shows up in the face and the body language of the prosecution when the prosecution knows that the case that Danny is presenting is morally right. And the cues that internally he sees the person kind of giving in. And it reminded me kind of a legal description of Gandhi with the people, the British beating them to death and suffering until they just couldn't do it anymore. That the prosecution in body language and in actual verbal language that comes out in the long case of a trial will betray to the jury and will be betrayed to the judge that they know that they are not in the right, and they know that we are in the right. It was really interesting to hear him talk about that. He can't wait to do this trial. It is so much work. He spends so much time in North Dakota. This is where your money is going, along with Project Pollinate, which I really wanted Drew to talk about. Gorgeous community group, pollination of bees and what they're doing. But what is happening, Danny has met over, well, they've been working 13, 14 years in South North Dakota with a series of things. So this is not the first time through. But he's met with all the tribes. He's met with as many attorneys as he can. There's 800 cases. He's coordinating the whole thing so that there's a unified legal case. Because if there's any division, there are forces that will divide people, right? Oh, you can get off with this. Look what they're doing up there. This is foolishness, So he's getting all the attorneys on the same page, and there are many of them. We were just talking with a friend who's actually Richie Hayden's daughter, who was one of the water protectors who's in Woodstock. And she and her friends are arrested and have not felony charges, but misdemeanor charges, which can mean jail time. And their public defender just said, well, I'll see you in September. And they're frightened. They don't know what's going on. So there's a lot of people that are facing things that we're trying to get them all together, okay? Trying to get them all unified. So the news is, I think, hopeful. Just a lot of money to raise. They are so frugal on what they do. And, Chris at Ocean Honda has written a Honda place to try to give him a car to drive back. And I mean, we've got a lot of community people working to help this out. So our hearts are with Danny and Sarah Romero Institute, their work there, and also with the Green Power Initiative. They have done such incredible organizing. Danny, Paul, and all the Romero people, together with all the people in San Benito, Monterey, and Santa Cruz counties. And they've got every city except King City on board now. 40 churches. The whole diocese, the whole Catholic diocese. Now they're going after the Protestant churches and the Jewish temples and all this. And they have actually gotten more people onto the community, what do you call it? The Community Choice Energy, yes. Do you want to say any more about this? Okay. So anyway, they have been very, very effective. And Sarah said we're comparing with what other people are doing in the country and the state. And what they're doing is more effective in terms of reducing carbon emissions than anything she's seen. So now requested by San Diego and other places. So they're also raising money to try to increase the organizing. It's all very positive stuff. Please be as generous as you can. Tanea, Tanea, Now the Mother Earth and the Father Sky, reaching, touching one another, helpmates ever they. Tanea, Tanea, all is beautiful, all is beautiful, all is beautiful indeed. Indeed. Tanea, Tanea, Now the Mother Earth and the Father Sky, reaching, touching one another, helpmates ever they. All is beautiful, all is beautiful indeed. in me. Tanea, 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 Thank you for being here. Next one will be September 20th. Wednesday, September 20th at Resource Center for Nonviolence. Make sure you're signed up. Help Carol afterwards. Talk with each other. Thank you for being here. What time is it? What time is it? 9:20. What? 9:21. Good work.